good. We can already declare victory in Milwaukee and West Allis over hate. Love conquers hate. Just a few notes. I do teach at the West Allis campus here. I teach sociology. I teach about the Holocaust. One thing I want you all to be sure, especially you young folks out here, they call themselves the Nationalist Socialist Movement. Ain't nothing socialist about them, all right? Yeah! That's also a lie to try to confuse people to make them think they might be all right. But in fact, I'm here especially in honor of my grandfather, Roy Webb, who fought in World War II to make sure this scum didn't ever show their face again. My grandfather fought in World War II. Thank God he came back, because a whole lot of people didn't.
That's right.
20 million Soviets gave their lives to defeat Nazism. 10 million Poles gave their lives to defeat Nazism. The Italians, the Greeks, the Spanish, a lot of Germans. Of course, we know about the Jews, I hope.
That's right.
Too many millions of people have died because of the wrath of this kind of Nazi racism. Y'all know they don't like being called Nazis, right?
Yeah.
By the time we get out of here, though, we got a lot of good chances in store for you. But one of them is, hey, hey, ho, ho, Nazi haters got to go. We'll get to that. But the last piece I want to share, I just left a wonderful rally at Red Arrow Park with the Love Brigade movement. Wonderful, wonderful movement. But I'm sick and tired of the Milwaukee press that keeps insisting on couching this in racial terms. And I just want to ask this question. Suppose we stop saying, well, it was black kids that did this, and it was white folks that did this. And suppose we just said some young people didn't know how to behave, and some other people got hurt. Then maybe we would begin to look at this as a community problem, and therefore it needed a community solution. Because I'm old enough to remember American Motors, where my grandfather and two of my uncles worked. 8,000 workers right after World War II. I'm old enough to see all of those brothers and sisters that used to come out of A.O. Smith every day over there on 35th Street. That's gone. Alice Chalmers, I think they employed 12,000 people right after World War II. It's gone. Master Lock, gone. Briggs and Stratton, where my father worked for 32 years, gone. And so where do we go from here? First of all, I want to invite you all to the Labor Fest come Monday, so we can be united again. There's also a Put Your Guns Down anti-gun violence rally at Washington Park tomorrow. You should join that. But as soon as we're done with this Labor Day weekend, first on my agenda is still we got to recall that no good governor of ours. That's first on the agenda. When I say Walker, you say what? Walker! 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 In fact, one of my friends suggested that perhaps Scott invited those nuts into Milwaukee and West Allis. Because he knows all about divide and conquer politics. Just ask the Koch brothers if Scott Walker don't know about divide and conquer.
That's right.
So lastly, I just want to say we have a lot to do. You know they don't want y'all to vote, right? Especially you young people, because usually you vote for peace and for jobs and against the war. So they're doing everything that they can to make sure that you don't vote. Now, while a tremendous movement took the White House a few years ago, meanwhile, the Republicans took over 23 states, 23 legislatures in the country. So we begin to see how important it is to vote. We got to vote. We got to educate our youth. We got to make sure and help them pay whatever prices and costs they got to pay to get those IDs if they can't get them free. So we got to continue to mobilize.
That's right.
So the campaigns that we initiate, dumping Walker.
That's right.
And certainly for full employment, to stop the war and bring the money home. And they start talking about bail out the people, not the banks, right?
Right. That's right.
Y'all know that we just lost $60 billion more, right? They said, oh, we just lost $60 more billion. That don't account how much it costs to build missiles and blow up people all over the world. But $60 more billion, they don't even know what happened. So luckily Darth Vader came on the news the day before, Dick Cheney, so he didn't have to talk about the $60 billion. But the last thing I want to say is I see the young people everywhere I go. And there's so many wonderful young people in our community. All colors, I see you. I marched with you at the Summer of Peace initiative from the Houghton Youth Center to North Division. I see you, 800 strong. I see you at Walgreens working every day hard. I see you at McDonald's working every day hard, not getting enough pay. I see you working downtown. I see you everywhere doing the right thing, trying to make a better life. I see him at the West Allis campus. I see him at State Fair. I see him at Hopkins Street School. I see him at Escuela Franny. I see you young people. Keep standing for the truth. Keep standing for peace. Keep standing for unity. And we'll get there. Last one I want to share, because we got a bunch of them for us today. Y'all know about all we are saying is give peace a chance. The one that I think might drive those scum the craziest though. Oh, one is don't hate, appreciate. I like that. Don't hate, appreciate, right? Because we are the champions. But it's in Spanish, so I just want to teach you real quick if you don't know it. It's a famous slogan from the great Chilean people when they were fighting fascism. A guy named Pinochet back in the day. But y'all repeat after me. It's El Pueblo Unido jamás será vencido. So it simply means that you probably all know this, especially you. Oh, also all the great young people I see in Madison. I've been up there 7 times.
That's right.
Shout out to Madison. So, mic check. Last one. Y'all do it with me then. El Pueblo Unido jamás será vencido.